What's poppin', man? My name is Jordan McLeod. Thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. And right now, man, I'm in the boonies in Arkansas doing some missionary work with some of my brothers and sisters in Christ. And I definitely wanted to make this video. I've asked God, why am I single? I think oftentimes when we ask God, we're curious, we have questions. And it's not bad to ask God questions. It's not bad to even question God. Some people say, oh, the old saints, they say, oh, don't never question God, but we still end up doing it. Even if we don't confess it out of our mouth, maybe it's in our thoughts. God knows what's in our hearts. God knows what's in our thoughts. And, for me, I would ask myself, why am I single? God, why am I still single? As if God is in control. He is in control, but as if he's in control in terms of relationally, like with relationships. We have a choice in the matter. Some people think that we don't, but we do. We do have a choice in the matter to be single or not to be single. And that's my perspective on it when it comes to that. And over time, I had to ask myself this question, Lord, why am I single? Why is this? Why is this going on? I had to sit myself down and rethink some things, fix some things in my heart, meet with people, receive advice, receive counsel, read different books, obviously read the Bible. And I started to realize that it's man, you just got to go and pursue. You have to go out and obviously pray and seek God on the matter, but definitely pursue. Men pursue. And whatever a man wants, he's going to go after. And especially for me, I know what I want and I'm just going to go after, and so that's just kind of been my perspective when it comes to, men as we're single in the process of pursuing. But even asking that question, I found different ways of not just answers, but I found different ways on, the purpose of singleness for men is to, as well as women of God, but to work on yourself, to work on yourself, to work on, past trauma, things in your life. It's not just about getting married. We make marriage as the goal. And from my other brothers and sisters in Christ that have been married, and I've been in several marriages, I've been a part of a lot of marriages, and seeing friends coming together and getting married. What I realize is that, man, marriage is work. Now, I've never been married, but I know from other friends that it's work. I've seen friends get divorced. I've seen, even when I was a freshman in college, sophomore in college, seeing friends get married. And I'm not against people that are getting married young, but these two individuals got married and later down the road got divorced. I've been around different relationships where people got divorced. So marriage is work, and I know that. But something for me is where it's man, I need to work on myself, but that doesn't stop, and that shouldn't stop me. And I had to think about that. I had to process that, okay, why am I single? Is it because this, and this? I can't let that stop me from pursuing someone, leading to that place of marriage. So I really had to sit myself down and really talk through that and speak through that. I think also in some aspects, when it comes to, singleness, we can get depressed or we could feel down because, we're alone, you know what I mean? But I've met even pastors that have said, starting a church plant or even within marriage and having kids that they felt lonely. Being in a marriage is not going to cure everything. It's definitely going to add some stuff, you know, it's definitely going to be some benefits within marriage. But I think what we do in the church when it comes for singles is we think that marriage is going to heal all our wounds, or marriage is going to take our pain away. Um, Marriage is going to cure loneliness, right? Or marriage is going to cure all my desires because of, all my sexual desires, right? Marriage does bring a lot of benefits, but it also exposes a lot of things too. Marriage is not just Marriage is not even about being happy, even though that can happen and it should happen, because you want to enjoy your spouse. But within marriage, it's supposed to make you holy. It's supposed to make you holier. It's supposed to bring you more to Christ. Marriage is supposed to advance God's kingdom and not your agenda. Marriage is supposed to put Christ on the forefront where he gets the glory in it. And so I think sometimes, as singles, we have this perspective in our mind that it's like, man, why am I single? Let me go ahead and just hurry up and get married so I can get busy in these sheets. And it's like, bruh, sex ain't everything. Yeah, it feels good, but sex isn't everything. In some relationships, money is not people are upset. Even Christians are obsessed with money and getting this, getting that. It's like, like money, sex, like everything the world tries to throw at us in terms of the perspective of money, because the Bible speaks on money, the Bible speaks on sex. Those are not evil. The problem is we take the things that God has created and we just magnify it bigger than what it really is. You know what I mean? And so definitely have your things in a row, your ducks in a row. What I mean by that is like, expectations, things that you desire, you could talk about sex to, Lord willing, that spouse, fiance. You could talk about those things. You could be real about those type of conversations. But I think the issue is we just glamorize it, and a lot of people will get married on the basis of what they're glamorizing. And so I think, that's the issues that we can, fall into as singles. I think it's a very important question to ask. Why am I single? For many people, for especially women of God, maybe some of you women of God watching this, my heart does go out to a lot of these women of God, because some of them are just not going to get married. But yet we have preachers and all these different people lying, and they know it's a popular message. And a lot of women of God fall for it when it comes to relationships. And they're like, ooh, I'm waiting for my Boaz to come. He's coming. Lying through your teeth. So I think, when it comes to being single, for me, it's allowed me to be patient. It's allowed me to process things. And even I asked myself the question, why are you still single? And I look back when I was really, really young and where I'm at now, I'm just like, man, like when I think about it, I'm like, the way that I was thinking back then, I think differently right now. I wanted this back then, but now I want this right now. So I think as a single man of God, I've realized that, again, not going against anybody that has gotten married when they were, super young, but something that has matured me, has opened up my perspective, has made me see those certain things. Now, there's, good and bad with, I'm not going to say good or bad. There are pros and cons to getting married when you're getting older. But, those are some of the things that, you and I have to look at for those that are single. And those are some of the processes that I've went through of asking myself that. And so I think, if I'm just being honest, I have in the past, not so much now. I've had a fear of commitment. And also too, like, I would just back out. Of course it would be fear of commitment, but I would like kind of jump in, and I would reel myself back and be like, man, you sure? You positive? And I just had to reevaluate, think through a lot of things, and see why I'm doing this, see why I'm responding this way. And so I'm trying my best not to open up too much, because I don't want you guys to see all my transparency. It's like I'm just playing. But just, just to be real, just to be honest about where I'm at, and, stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to, drop this video for those that, are single. And if you know a Christian single, share this video with other people. And if it has impacted you, if it truly has impacted you, please share with other people that you know it will impact. And like I said, continue to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell so whenever I go live or drop a video, you don't miss out on any of my videos. And I hope all is well with you. God bless you.